Gracias.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Chairman, it is regrettable that we've had to get to this point. The delegation of Germany has presented a package of amendments to L1 Rev 2 draft. Now, according to what I've just heard and looking at the text I've got in front of me, these are 9 amendments overall. So it's clearly, the intention is clearly to completely redraft and amend the intent of L1 Rev 2. So there is no option left to me but to invoke Article 117 of the Rules of Procedure and move for a motion to close the discussion on the package of amendments that has just been submitted. The motion that I'm submitting is founded on the following 3 elements. The first, draft resolution L1 Rev 2, as presented by Sri Lanka, is the outcome of comprehensive cross-regional efforts, and it reflects a new vision of how the Human Rights Council ought to operate in order to ensure that the cooperation approach that we all decided to share become fully operational. Secondly, in its current draft, L1 Rev 2 takes into consideration the vast majority of proposals made by other delegations during the very wide-ranging consultations that were undertaken. So, L1, as originally presented, only included 17 paragraphs, whereas if we look at the current version, which Sri Lanka has just submitted, we've now got 29 paragraphs. These are figures which speak volumes about the flexibility and openness of Sri Lanka and the co-sponsors to be as accommodating as possible in including the proposals made by other delegations. The third point is that the decision to put forward a package of amendments reflects the same arrogance and negligence of those who don't accept that the world is simply not accepting what has happened, the changes that have come since the defunct Commission. We have to think about the basic principles of the UN Charter, notably principle of non-intervention. For all of the reasons I've just listed, Cuba moves that we close the debate on this package of amendments submitted by the delegations of Germany and others. And if there is to be opposition to that proposal, we would urge all Council members, particularly members of the non-aligned movement, countries, states from the Third World and their allies, to vote in favour of our motion of non-action. We should not consider these amendments which distort the nature and dramatically alter draft L1 Rev 2. As I've said before, this is a draft which reflects a cross-regional support. It includes, it's been contributed to by people from the world over, and it meets with the consensus of the country concerned. Thank you, sir.